welcome on in to another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. I'm Terry. That's Nick beside me. Tim down below. We'll go here to the comments. Aaron, it was really nice to read this comment. Thanks. And I'll let everybody here read it. The Wild did definitely this season. There were definitely some great wins on them. So I'm glad that you cashed. And yeah, I'm not too down. I'll be honest. It was Game 5 after losing at home. That was the game that really made me sad. But it's not easy to win the Stanley Cup. The Stanley Cup is the hardest trophy to win in sports. No, it's well, everybody says it, so it's a saying.
Statistically, I think technically the Super Bowl might be a bit tougher because there's 32 teams.
There's 32 NHL teams.
NBA teams, there's 32. There's only 31.
32. NHL.
Oh, there's 32. Sorry, Seattle. It was 31. Okay. I guess it's tied then.
But that is it for the Wild. So obviously it's not going to be coming getting St. Louis Blues with Terry and Friends or anything. So don't worry.
No, it's feeling the Blues with Terry
and Friends. I am no bandwagon.
Sorry, had to do it.
I am no bandwagon fan. I will be wild till I die. So that is it. But we will go on to baseball. I have 3 baseball games chosen for today, and the last pitch as always. And we'll start in the first one here. The Blue Jays minus 135 are heading to Tampa Bay plus 115, a total of 6.5 in this one. The Jays are on a 4-game losing streak, their first extended losing streak of the year. They played a lot of games without any days off. That last game was pretty rough to watch. Alejandro Kirk made a really bad run to second base and then went sliding in, but didn't
tripped over the base. Yeah,
it was horrible to watch.
Sorry, it was
luckily
kind of funny.
Baseball is a long season, so the Jays had the day off. They were in Tampa. They're focused. They're ready for this one. Gausman is pitching again tonight. He's been money all year. In his last game in Cleveland, it was really windy. That affected the strikeout prop, which he only got 5 strikeouts. There was a lot more flyouts and stuff in that game. I'm going back to his strikeouts over 7.5 at plus 120. And I'm also in the Blue Jays money line here. They've lost 4 in a row. I think this is the spot where they turn that around here. Tampa Bay hasn't exactly been the best spot for them over the years, but this is the best Blue Jays team they've had in years. And Tampa Bay has been slowly taking steps backwards the last couple of years. So I like Toronto on this spot. Nick, Blue Jays and Rays, what do you think here?
Yeah, I'm going to side with the Blue Jays, but only in the first 5 innings here. I still don't trust this Blue Jays team for a full game money line, but I do like what I've seen so far from Gausman. He's got basically with my spreadsheet and everything, he's got the pitching advantages and everything other than BABIP. A .73 FIP, a 2.05 Sierra. He's looked really good so far this season. So I'm going to side with who I think is the better pitcher in this game with the Blue Jays. In the first 5 innings, I don't trust their bullpen, so only first 5 around minus 135 here with the Jays.
All right. Ice X is now Jason X. It took me. I'm like, who is this? And then I realized it's Ice X celebrating Friday the 13th.
There you go,
which is awesome. Tim, Blue Jays and Rays. What do you think here?
I think the line tells the story in this game. You get a team in the Rays that are at home playing a lot better baseball than the Blue Jays right now, and they're plus money. Yeah, this is a trap spot. I'm on the Jays. Gausman's been really good. I'm going to say he's the best pitcher on the staff right now, and I don't even think it's close. And the fact that the Blue Jays are favored on the road when they have the same record as the Arizona Diamondbacks. Sorry, I had to throw that one in there. It's a good spot for him. And I got him at minus 122 area, somewhere in that range. And it's up to minus 135 now. kind of solidifies my liking on this one. But I never get Blue Jays games right. I think I've gotten like 3 right all year. So sorry, Terry. They're probably going to end up losing tonight because I bet them. But I'm on the Blue Jays tonight for you. Or not for you, but I bet them tonight.
No, Tim, what I was saying before the show was I took the Jays in the first 5 innings, so I know exactly what's going to happen. So here's a prop bet for everybody. The Rays in the first 5, but the Blue Jays full game because I can't get this team right, and they'll still win games. I bet them, but I'll find a way to bet them wrong.
Facts.
Well, I'm glad I'm on the full game and not a first 5. Thank you, Nick. Moving on along here to the second game that I chose here. San Francisco is in St. Louis. Minus 125 for the Giants, plus 105 for the Cardinals, a total of 7.5 in this one. The Giants were in a bit of a downturn, tailspin there, but they've won 5 in a row. So they were able to stop that, and they've won 5 in a row here. Now, one of their best pitchers, Logan Webb, in my opinion, is pitching today. Not as last year was a much better year. He has kind of taken a step back this year, but the Giants are still winning games with him. It's not like he's turned into like a bum or anything, but he has taken a little bit of a step back, and I think that's why we're getting the price we are. And actually, the Giants is actually available, I think, at minus 118 too at other books. Let me see here. I have checked the prices around and you can find other prices. But I like the Giants here. I think this is a good spot for them with Logan Webb here. Nick, Giants and Cardinals. What do you think here?
Yeah, we'll look to back Logan Webb here, but I also don't mind Jordan Hicks. He's not been terrible this year. 216 BABIP, which is actually one of the best on the card. It is the best on the card. He is the best batting average in balls when they're put in play. So usually when they do make contact off of him, they are right to the fielders, which is always a nice way to do it. And I like both these pitchers. So the kind of the way I targeted this one here was taking the first 5 under. I think both these pitchers have a good start, and I think this is a lower scoring game. So I took first 5 under 4 here with the Cardinals and the Giants.
All right. Tim, Giants and Cardinals. Any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, we have a play on this one. We have the under. I think it's going to be a defensive battle, a good pitching duel, even though Logan Webb has kind of been a little bit shaky. But in your case with the Giants, the Giants are 5-1 when Webb pitches. Only game that they lost when Webb pitched was against the Mets. So they're actually quite solid when he does pitch. Jordan Hicks on the other side has been really good all year, allowing anywhere from 0 to 2 runs a game, which is not terrible, which is pretty good, actually. It is a 16 2/3 innings, a 3.78 ERA. Last time that he went up against San Francisco, which was his last start, 2 earned runs, 3 hits, and 4 1/3. I think he could have a similar game to that. This will end up being a 3-2 type of game, and it's going to go under that 7.5.
All right. Under's fine. I'd like to see a good game from Webb. I have him on my fantasy team, so under sounds good.
Fantasy baseball. I forgot about that. I didn't join it this year.
Moving on to the third game I chose here, we actually have a pitch and change in this one. The Phillies plus 185 are in LA facing the Dodgers, minus 225, total of 8 here. It was supposed to be Kershaw, but he was put on the IL earlier today. So it'll be Buehler instead. I'm not going to say the same pitchers because they obviously aren't, but Buehler is definitely not like a big step down or anything. I think they're pretty similar pitchers in my view. Phillies got the upset win yesterday, and I like the Dodgers. Obviously, the money line, minus 225, minus 230, depending where you can find it. You don't really want to take that singly, right? So I do have some parlays, 2 gamers, that has the Dodgers money line in it. I want to talk the run line, minus 118. The issue I have here, though, is I'm just not sure what to expect out of this Phillies team. And I could see it being a close game. That's why I decided to do parlays, some two gamers with the Dodgers, because I do think they win the game. I just don't want to have to rely on them to win by 2. Nick, Phillies and the Dodgers. What do you think here?
Yeah, I had the Dodgers earlier with Clayton Kershaw looking to back him, and I'll do the same thing here with Walker Buehler. I like both those pitchers, and I like the Dodgers here in a bounce back spot after a bad loss last night. I think they bounced back today. I got them in the first 5, and I got them full game on the run lines here. So I think this is a game where they jump out early and then they take control of the game and they win like a 7-2 type of game. So I'm on the Dodgers first 5 and full game run line.
All right. Tim, Phillies and Dodgers. What do you think here?
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier during the ESB show. Is if the Dodgers are going to lose a game, it was last night because they were coming back from a long road trip. Oh, hey, fan of the show. He stopped by Game Time Decision the other day too. Yeah, fan of the show. No, I feel like Walker Buehler is a step up from Clayton Kershaw. So I do like the Dodgers even more now. We'll probably end up putting it up as a free play up on the site or something. But I do like the Dodgers tonight. I think they get advantage. And anytime I can see the Phillies lose, it's always a good day. But, I definitely think the Dodgers have 100% the advantage. They're finally – I think they got that little funk out of their head. After losing 2 out of 3 to Pittsburgh their last series, I definitely think this is a Dodgers spot. I would have to take them on the run line because there's no way I'm laying 225 on anybody. I don't care if it's the Dodgers versus a high school team. I'm not laying 225. I don't lay that much juice. So this is 100%. It would have to be a run line spot.
All right. And moving on to last pitch here before we get into some hockey. I will bring up my parlays here so that everyone can see them as well as I go over them. I'll bring it up here. So Houston and the Yankees, both on the money line, plus 159. Toronto and the Dodgers, plus 155. Minnesota and the Yankees, plus 151. The Yankees and the Dodgers, plus 122. The Giants and the Dodgers, plus 165. And then I have Houston, Yankees, San Francisco, and the Dodgers. Small quarter unit play, plus 571. Going a little bit fun here with some parlays for Friday night baseball and hoping for a good night. So those are the teams that I like here for last pitch. Nick, what other games in the MLB do you like today?
Yeah, I'll kick it off with that marquee matchup of the day with the Reds and the Pirates. I'm right back on the Reds team total over 3.5 and the full game over 8. The Reds have put up at least four runs in 9 straight games. So they are hitting this Reds team. Their pitching is not great, though, so I think that they do give up runs as well. I went a couple favorites here, first 5 full game run lines with the Astros and the Mets. I like the Rockies team total over and that full game over as well. And then a couple first 5 run lines with the Tigers and the Braves.
All right. Tim, anything else in MLB that you like today?
Miami Marlins. They're my dog. I like them today. Houston run line. They've won 10 straight games. I'm going to keep riding that train. The over in Cincinnati. It's going to take me more than one game to get off that trend. Toronto. The Mets run line. I like the matchup. Scherzer way better than Marco Gonzalez. I would be careful with your Minnesota on your parlay thing because I don't know. Cleveland's been on a little bit of a heater. They've won 7 out of their last 10. They've actually hit quite well lately. So they're also
coming off of a COVID break, and they're going to be missing, I think, half their coaching staff. So be careful.
Oh, they actually? Okay, never mind then. I did not know about that fact. But other than that, that's all. And then lean towards the Dodge run line as well. NBA grabbing the Celtics and grabbing the Warriors. WNBA grabbing the Aces, grabbing the Liberty and the under in the Mystics game. There you go. And nothing in hockey.
Nothing in hockey, Tim. Well, I'm so upset with you. No, I'm just kidding. Your focus, obviously, on other things.
The only thing I have invested in hockey is that Nick has the 3 plays up on the site. That's the only, because those are connected to my namesake. So I guess those would be the 3. But he's going to talk about those in a little bit, so I'll let him do that.
All right. Well, thanks for coming. Your best bets are in. I'll go over them at the end, and we'll talk to you later.
Good luck.
See ya.
All right. Now that he's gone, we can talk about the real sport.
Yes. Let me.
I'm joking, obviously. Oh, no, we're not. We weren't talking about NBA. We were talking about baseball. That is a real sport.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see if anybody else joins us here in a bit, but we will jump into the first game. The Rangers, minus 125, are in Pittsburgh, plus 105, a total of 6.5 in this one. Pittsburgh was up 2-0 against the Rangers, and it looked like they were heading towards victory. And then the Rangers stormed back in a crazy 4 goals in 2 minutes. Somebody like myself that was on the over, that's just your dream scenario when you're on the over and there's 4 goals in 2 minutes, because most likely you're cashing. So that was like a dream come true. It was awesome to watch. I didn't have any play in the side, and I don't have any play in the side again tonight. I don't know who wins this, but I think every game has gone over so far, and I think once again we get goals in this. Yes, Sidney Crosby will not play, so that definitely does affect the Penguins. But as Melissa said on the show when she was on previously, Jay Gensel has scored in every single game. So I am taking Jay Gensel to score, which I got at plus 145. And then I will be taking the over 6.5 here. I was just waiting to see if maybe the price got a little bit better with Crosby being out. Currently minus 100, or sorry, plus 100, plus 104 is basically the best I can find it for. So I'll be adding that after the show. Even with Crosby out, the series has been going over like crazy, and I think it keeps going. Nick, Rangers and Penguins, any thoughts here?
Yeah, I am on the Rangers in this game here. I think that they seized a little bit of momentum from that comeback in Game 5, and I think they're able to force a Game 7 back in New York. But I also lean a little bit towards an under in this game, actually. We've seen every single game go over. We've seen nothing but overs in this playoffs, and I think eventually that is going to stop. And this may be a little bit of a contrarian of a look. I didn't bet this, but I would lean towards under 6.5. And I was looking towards the Penguins team total under 3.5. Unfortunately, that is minus 160, so I did not bet that. But I would lean towards the Penguins team total under as well as the full game under. I think we see a lower scoring game here. I think we see Igor have a decent game. My only worry with the under in this game is Domingue giving up a bunch of goals, because I do think that eventually the wall is going to come down on him. He's not going to be that. He's not going to be great all series long, which he wasn't good last game either. So I think that we could see some Rangers goals. If you like an over, I think you should look towards a team total over with the Rangers. I think they put up at least 4 tonight, but I would lean more towards an under 6.5 and a team total under for Pittsburgh rather than a full game over. But I'm on the Rangers. That's the only thing I'm on here.
All right. Toller, any thoughts here, Rangers and Penguins?
Yeah, I'm going to go against the public tonight. I think it's a big overreaction on Sid being out. I think the Penguins at home get it done here. Give me the plus money, home underdog.
All right. So I like the over and Gensel. You like Pittsburgh, and Nick likes the Rangers. So a little bit of a different opinions here, but hey, some of us will be happy. We'll move on along. Florida minus 170 is in Washington plus 150. Total of 6.5 in this one. I'm on the over 6.5, and I'm also on the Florida puck line. I think the Panthers get the job done tonight in Washington. It'll be Samsonov back in net. I'm forgetting his name. Wilson will not play for the Capitals. I think Florida kind of got it together last game, and I think they're going to keep that going here. And I think they defeat the Capitals by more than 1 goal. And I do think it's going to be a high-scoring game as well. Nick, Panthers and Caps. Any thoughts here?
Yeah, I think that Wilson is not available on the cap side, but I think that this is a spot here where we might not see Carter Verhaeghe on the other side, which could be a decent loss for the Florida Panthers in this one here. And I'm going to go out on my sword here. I got the Capitals at plus 160 last night, and they're now down to plus 140. So I did beat a little bit of a line movement here. I think that Florida Panthers probably win this in 7 games. This is a veteran-laden Washington team, and I think that they're able to take a game at home. We saw Panthers have been very vulnerable the last few games. Yeah, they've had to come back. They should have been down. To be honest, this series should be over, and this should have been Washington in 5 because Washington blew a couple of chances the last couple of games with Florida scoring with 2 minutes left in game 4 and then coming back from down 3 goals in game 5. Really, the Capitals should have already finished off this series, but I think the Capitals force a game 7 tonight. I don't know if they win game 7, but I do think that they force a game 7.
All right. Toller, Panthers and Caps. Any thoughts on this one?
I thought I had this series read to a T a few nights ago. Capitals are going to take the win, give the Panthers the win, make it 3-2, come back here tonight, and they're going to finish the job. They're going to head straight to second round. If you watched, they were this close. It hit the empty net, but the wrong side of the post, and I think that was Washington's shit, and now it's sailed. I think that brought all the life back into the Panthers. We saw it last game. They know that tonight they just need to play their game. Like you said, Terry Wilson's out. That's huge. We've seen what the influence is when he's gone. The Panthers can just come back out of nowhere. They can be down 3-0 and they're going to come back and get you. So it's going to be close. I would definitely live bet it. I don't like the minus 170 pregame. I get it. They've been dominant, but still, it's not that big of a difference in the matchup. I do still see the Panthers winning here tonight. I don't know if I want to take the puck line or not just yet. Probably live bet it. Pre-game, though, I'm looking at the over 6.5. I see just back and forth tonight.
I like it. I'm on the over as well. And yeah, I think you and Jason X, Ice X, are both right. The key is to live bet tonight. I think there's going to be some good live betting opportunities with teams down. I think we could definitely see.
And as we go into the playoffs, I think this trend towards the over is going to slowly regress. It's been hitting at an alarming rate, and every time I want to go and just pull a full over 5.5 full slate parlay together, I feel like that's going to be the time a game doesn't hit. So I'm sitting back and just waiting on that regression to hit, and when it does, I'm going to be slamming some unders. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's coming soon.
All right. Speaking of unders, we'll go on here to the next one. Calgary minus 160 is in Dallas plus 140. A total of 5.5 here. I bet the under in the last game and I cashed. And I do like the under here, but I don't really like the price. I don't want to really pay minus 135 to take an under 5.5. Yes, the series has been going under. And yes, I can definitely still see an under, but minus 135 is kind of a price where I don't really want to take it to take an under when that could be ruined by a couple fluke goals. So I'm not on the under here, but it's a heavy lean. I am on the Flames puck line, though. Like the Panthers, I think the Flames finish this series off with a puck line win. And I think the series is done. I think we'll have one game 7, possibly on Sunday, and that's if the Rangers can beat the Penguins. But I think Florida and Calgary both take care of business tonight. Nick, Flames and Stars. Any thoughts here?
Yeah, I do like the Stars at home here at a nice plus money because the Stars team is a much different team at home than they are on the road. I think they are a better team. I think they'll be able to, similar to the Capitals last game, be able to take Game 6 and force a Game 7. Whether or not they go on to win Game 7, that's up to that we'll find out. But I think this is a series where they do force a Game 7, and I would lean towards an under in this game. I would probably even, if you don't like the minus 135 with the under 5.5. If you're feeling a little gutsy, I think this can be a 2-1, 3-1 type of game. Under 4.5 is plus 175, and the Calgary Flames team total under 2.5 is plus 120. I think that would be a decent look as well because Jake Ottinger's looked really good in this series, and the Stars just play really good defensive hockey, which is I've heard plenty of people complain it's boring to watch, but it wins games, and that's the type of hockey that wins comes postseason time. And I think that all they really need the Stars in this game is I think is 2 goals to win this game. So I think they win this game like 2-1, something along those lines. I lean towards an under in this game. I like the Stars at plus 135.
All right. Toller, do you like the Flames like me? Do you like the Stars like Nick, or do you like a total?
As much as this is going to pain me to go with my bet with Cubano, because I need Calgary to completely shut Dallas out so I can get a cheesecake. But my wallet wants the Stars to win tonight. Andy Sports brought up a narrative the other day saying if the Oilers win, the Stars win. If the Oilers lose, the Flames win. And it's hit. So that piqued my interest a little bit, and I've been watching it. And today is Free Friday. I think that everybody's going to go to bed a little bit earlier. They're going to go out. It's going to be enjoying Friday night. I'm like, oh, yeah, the Flames are going to whoop them. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that last parlay leg. No, it's all good. Dallas at home, Ottinger and net. I think we're going to force a Game 7 for Sunday. I think the Pens get it done at home. I don't think there's going to be a Game 7 there. I think this is going to be a Game 7. It's going to be a huge one. I don't know. I think the Flames should be a little bit higher than the 160. If anybody's going to be 170, 180, I think it should be them in this matchup, not Florida against the Capitals. And if you're going to go with Dallas, you're going to go with the under. I agree with Terry. Minus 135 for a 5.5 is a terrible price. I would never take that. It doesn't matter who's playing or who's in the net. If you're getting that low of a line, you're not going to pay that much juice for it. Don't do it. Try to wait for an early goal if possible. Might not happen because it's not very prevalent with these two teams recently, but it's just too much juice for an under that low. So you got a plus 140 over there for a money line. You don't need reg. You don't need 2 goals. You just need them to win. It doesn't matter how pretty, how ugly, how scrappy, how long it takes in overtime. You just need a nice win from the Stars here for plus 140. Yeah, give me that all day.
All right. Looks like I'm all by myself on Calgary, so we'll see what happens. I'll bring up the current standings before we get to best bets. The 3 of us are currently at the bottom here in best bets. Obviously, it's still early.
Correct.
But I have a good feeling that we're the 3 of us are going to do well tonight. So this is the current standings. And we'll go on to everybody's bets here. And we'll start with dog of the day, as we always do. And for me, no dog. There's no dogs on the slate that I like tonight, so I'm not taking one. Nick, you're going with the Dallas Stars. Tim is taking Miami Marlins in the MLB. Bryant is taking the Red Sox. And Sam is taking the Boston Celtics in the NBA. Toller, are you taking the Stars too?
I want to take the Stars, but I'm going to do this one for Ja. I don't do the NBA, but I know Memphis Grizzlies, and I'm going to go for Grizzlies money line tonight.
No.
Memphis. Yeah, Nick likes Golden State.
Got to rock with
Trifecta.
How badly they got beat.
Trifecta on the Golden State Warriors tonight.
So yeah, you guys are going head to head there, but there we go. Over or under here. For me, I'm taking Florida, Washington over 6.5. The other one that I like is the Pittsburgh and Rangers over, but I settled here with the Florida one. Nick, you're taking Minnesota and Cleveland over 8.5 in baseball. Mm-hmm. Tim is taking St. Louis, San Francisco under 7.5 in baseball. Brian is taking the Angels and Oakland over 7.5 in baseball. And Sam is taking Calgary, Dallas, first period under 1.5 in the NHL. Toller, is there a total that you like tonight?
I also like the Dallas first period under 1.5.
Right. Dallas first period under 1.5.
And just a full disclaimer for anybody looking at my Grizzlies dog placement right there. I don't know a thing about the NBA. And if you look at my previous dog of the day record, I was the worst during the regular season. So I use it more for fun. Do not side or place anything serious on the Grizzlies tonight. It is purely for fun and support for my Memphis Grizzlies home state.
Hey, yeah, another note of that little disclaimer there. So for
just make sure because people don't always know. But
I don't know basketball.
I do not know the NBA.
Hey,
Okay,
I don't blame you. There's a lot of people that don't bother with like different sports. Best bets, best parlay pieces here. I'm taking the Blue Jays money line best bet tonight in the MLB. Best parlay piece. I went with Calgary money line as my best parlay piece. We'll see if I go 0-4 in parlay pieces. Nick, you're taking the Capitals money line as your best bet. Yep. Dodgers money line as your parlay piece. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to steal that. I'm going to change my mind because you guys really like Dallas. I'm going to change my mind just so that I can hopefully avoid a loss. And I'll take Dodgers as well. Tim is taking Houston Astros run line, New York Mets money line as his parlay piece. Bryant taking the Blue Jays money line as well as his best bet. Yankees money line as his parlay piece. Sam is taking the Penguins money line as his best bet. Penguins plus 1.5 as his parlay piece. Occupancy typed in Samsonov over 20.5 saves for his best bet. He did not type in a parlay piece. So no parlay piece for him today. I'll allow it because he probably forgot or whatever, so it's fine. Toller, best bet, best parlay piece.
Parlay piece, we're going to go with Stars plus 2.5.
Nice, I like it. And best bet?
Best bet, we're going for a long shot tonight. It's Freaky Friday. I'm feeling, we're going to go with Capitals and Stars money line parlay. I'm going to find the best odds for that, but we're going for the Dogs tonight.
Love it. Love it.
Hey, that'll probably put you in first. Oh, no, that would put you in first place.
Not first, but it'll get me up there.
Oh, no, hey, those are two. Oh, yeah, I guess they're not big of dogs. They were bigger dogs earlier on in the season, but.
Yeah.
Jason X says, odd shots, I just put 1,000 on the Grizzlies money line.
Oh, jeez.
I think he's kidding.
Well, if they win, I need it too.
Outright. Hey, Sam thinks the Grizzlies might win outright, and he's pretty good in the NBA. So
I've had some people say that the +8 is a little disrespectful. So,
well, and that is it. That is the show. Best of luck to everybody tonight. The show will be on at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Actually, what time does the hockey start tomorrow?
I think the first one's at 3.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow for the show. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate all the support. If you like the content, hit the like button. And best luck to everybody tonight on Friday the 13th. Hopefully it's not too freaky. But best of luck tonight, guys, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya.